It's time for the Deco Show, and on this episode 4, we talk about Deco Network version 7.1.2. And in this release, it's bulk everything. Bulk product update, bulk categorization, bulk you name it, it's in there. All that and more coming up on the Deco Show. The Deco Show is brought to you by Deco Network, business software for printers and embroiderers. To find out more, visit deconetwork.com. Good morning and welcome to the Deco Show. This is episode 4, recorded April 5th, 2016. I'm Brendan Prasner, Product Manager at Deco Network, and joining me as always are our co-hosts, starting off with Mr. Mitek Volosin in the peachy city, or peachy state of Georgia, I should say. Morning, Mitek.
Good very morning to you, Brendan. What time is it for you right now?
It's actually 7:30. I'm in somewhat of a local time zone over in California at the moment. First time. Actually, I woke up this morning thinking, you know what? I thought when we do the recording here in America that I'd actually be able to do it in a decent time and not have to wake up early. And then, nope, got to wake up early. So I guess that's just a part of the tradition of the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it colder or is it warmer down there?
Than
Australia.
From Sydney?
Australia. Yeah.
Well, I spoke to my wife last night and she said it was 29 degrees. So they've had a warm day, then they've had a cold day. That's Celsius. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. You just wanted to confuse people, right? With those Celsius.
Get out your Google converter and convert it through. So, although it's funny, you live in the peach state. I've been to Georgia quite a lot for Welcome Days and never saw one peach tree, but I saw a lot of peach streets. Every second street was a peach something. So,
that's
true.
true. Yeah, that's true. But
and
you can
course,
get some peach.
Yeah, true. The old peach cobblers, famous, right?
Sure.
And of course, no introduction needed. Mr. Alex Heap from Deco Network Europe. Morning, afternoon.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon. It's a rare sunny day today here in the UK. So yeah, let's get this wrapped up really sharpish so I can go and get some of this sunlight.
Enjoy the 20 minutes and we'll hurry up through.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed when we were talking earlier before the show was I thought, yeah, this is the first time I've seen Alex in daylight. It's so sunny there. But on top of that, you painted your wall. So
yeah, back to white.
Right and white, yeah. That's why you look a lot brighter. All right, episode 4, and yeah, for the first time I'm doing this out of the Deco Network US office. Nice and quiet here at the moment, so we'll try to get as much done before the team start rolling in. But a bit of a recap on episode 3, and I got to say I had a lot of fun doing that one. That was Eric's a pretty cool guy, huh?
Yeah, that was so cool. Eric is a cool guy, great guy to talk to. He really lifted the atmosphere in the podcast for us.
Mm. Yeah, and just the way he communicates his stuff. I mean, as he said, that's a part of the industry that he really, really loves, and yeah, we'll definitely get him on for another show. And I'm hoping to get into more details of embroidery tips, so maybe get him to pull up his digitizing software and give us some good old hands-on tips on digitizing.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Very passionate guy. He's an
educator. That's what you expect from people like that. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, let's get into it. So, episode 4, we decided to focus pretty much all around the latest release of Deco Network. We just rolled out yesterday, Australia time, I think it was. So, if you're running Deco Network, log in, you'll see all the new features in version 7.1.02. And I think you said about a week ago, Mitek, really we should have called this 7.5. I mean, this really is a pretty packed up feature.
I mean, listen to yourself, Brendan. Version 7.1.0.2, where in fact it has all those exciting options. People were asking for it for so long right now. When I saw the release notes, I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I just couldn't. Like, are we really want to name this 7.1.0.2? Just by choice, I skipped that 0 in my blog post. I just decided to do it without even asking for permission. I'm sorry, that's it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that name.
Yeah, I mean, numbers are irrelevant, but it really is an indication of the strength of the release. And full credit to the guys back home for what they've done on this one. Is they've really packed it in. I guess the challenge part is, how could we do so much in one release? But yeah, that is months and months and months of work that has all been going on in the background, and they just have to all be ready at the same time and just all come out. So we'd love to do that every single time, but yeah, not always the case. But yeah, certainly a lot of forum ticks got checked off in that actual release.
Yeah, I actually heard a rumor. I'm not sure whether it's true or not. That the development. I heard a rumor that the development guys are actually chained to their desk and they are only fed raw meat and they're given Red Bull. Is that true?
Absolutely true. Every word of it. Yeah.
I knew it was true.
You saw the little exercise machine on the forum, on the Facebook post here the other week. That's how they get their daily exercise. Stretch back and get back to work. So
I thought it was. But like androids, absolutely amazing guys over there.
Yep, they do a great job, and I really love to get them on the show. So as we get further on into a couple of things and releases, and we'll convince a few of them to come on here. But as always, they're typically great behind-the-scenes people and don't usually like taking credit for it. And I've noticed that to be a consistent thing amongst developers over the time. They're happy doing what they do, and but really they deserve all the credit. So they've done a great job.
Yeah, I agree.
So we might kick off with our top picks, I guess, of version 7.1.2 for MeTech. And who wants to start? Alex, do you want to kick off and kind of give us your top picks of this release?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I've got a couple actually. One of my favorites is, if I head over to my product list here, is actually the availability of products in bulk. What an amazing tool this is, and something so simple again packs a hell of a punch. If I just show you now, I'm just going to tick 4 products on my screen here, and if I open this drop-down menu and I select Set Availability and then select Apply Action, what I can do now is I can say I want this to be limited to Business Hub or in web stores. And what I should have done actually before the show is actually enabled the add-on for this store availability. So bad Alex there. So what we would be seeing generally is tools to actually limit to a specific store. So I'm going to just turn this on now, and hopefully I'm not going to waste too much time. So if I look for the availability,
it's actually a good hint for those who are doing it at home. They possibly would have to enable that app. So
the store.
I can't see this.
Sorry, MeTech?
No, I just said if you didn't see this option or any options before, you know where to find them now. It's under add-ons.
Yeah, under the add-ons in the affiliate store management category and the store availability. So if I head back to my product list and I tick those 4 products again, and then select the availability and press Apply Action, now we have some better options here. So I can choose Business Hub and Web Store availability, and I also have options here as well. So global store availability rule, store group availability, and individual store availability rules. So for those 4 products, if I wanted to take those out of all of my stores, rather than doing one by one, I can just come and tick this option here to say they're not in any store by default. And then if I want to add them to 1 store or 2 stores possibly, I just press this blue plus sign here, and I will tick the stores that I want to allow them in. Press Add and click Save, and that's going to update the availability there for those products. So very, very, very powerful feature for those who are running affiliate stores. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of work as well. So yeah, I'm sure many people are going to make use of that. Another pretty cool feature we have, again, another small one, but it certainly packs a punch, is the minimum quantity on our print methods. So we had this rule for embroidery and screen printing where you'd have a minimum quantity, but now we've opened that up to all the available print methods. So if I head over to settings and I select the printing process here, and then I have the director garment rules, and in here I can set a minimum quantity. So for anyone who's going to order DTG, I'm going to say I want a minimum of 10. Just hit 10, press Save, and that's going to update then your minimum quantity rules for that decoration method.
Very good.
What I'll do is I'll switch over to MeTech and let's see what he's going to store for us, and then come back around to me again later and I'll show you some even more awesome features, if that's cool with you guys.
All right, sounds good. So MeTech's running one screen today, so we'll give him time to set his screen up and get up and connected. You all good?
Sorry about that, but yeah, you should be able to see my screen now. Can you guys let me know, Vision?
Yep, all
that
good.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex mentioned something about bulk actions. Keep this word in mind for the rest of this podcast, because bulk is the key word of all the changes that we've made in this release. It's truly, truly awesome. We just want to make your life more efficient so you can spend your time on something else. Take a look on my page, on the products page. Just to explain really briefly for those of you guys who just started with Deco Network, when you look at the list of all of your products that you've added to the system on the products page, that list is consistent with what you see in the front end with your store. So for example, if I'm seeing my product, Gildan 2000, and that product is active in my stores, that will also be the first product on your list in your actual store. Now, traditionally, the way how you could modify it was by using the sort option. And using the sort option allowed you to move those products one at a time, up and down, or move it to the very top to the list or to the very bottom of the list. What you couldn't do is you absolutely couldn't go to the specific category and just move products within that category. Even being inside of the category could only move products to the very top or to the very bottom of the entire list of products. Now, this was an issue. We were aware of that. It wasn't ideal. So what we introduced in version 7.1.0.2 is the sort products option. Okay, and you will find this on the products page in Manage Fulfillment. If you click on the sort products, that entire section is dedicated just to make changes in what order your products are being listed in your stores. So you were asking for some things. We did all that, plus more. So for example, let's say that you want to organize all of your products from the lowest price to the highest price. You just simply need to click on the price link. And of course, this is a testing site, so I have some dummy $0 products. But in your case, you will probably have some products that cost you some. But as you can see, it's all organized by price. If you want to show your products from the newest one to the oldest one, you can just organize your products by the date it was added. And as you can see, first it showed me the products, the oldest products on the list, but then I can click again on added. It will actually show me the newest products first. And if you're happy with this list, you can just click OK. All right. Not only that, we actually keep this old sorting option available for you if you want to see how things worked before, so you can move them up and down. But probably what you want to do right now is this. How about you would just grab this product and move it in the perfect position that you want.
It's too easy.
It's just like that. And guess what? Yes, you can go to the specific category and you can do the same just for that category. So if I'm going to the performance under women's, I can now move those products within that category in any order I want. Okay, and once I'm happy with everything I've done here, I can just click OK, and this will apply to your store almost instantly.
Great feature. So this was actually worked on by Michael, and he done a fantastic job at this feature. And you know, how often do we get people asking, can I resort my products on my front home page? But more importantly, when I go into the men's category, how can I sort it so it's got its own particular view in there? And this solves all the problem. It's fantastic.
All and more. I think so, and I wouldn't dare to call this a small feature because
not at all.
I know how much code is going behind. So, yeah, it's not a small feature. It's not a trivial thing. That's one of the reasons that why it took us a while to get there and to get this done. But it's there now, and I personally love this option. I mean, when I saw this option, that was like it was better than the coffee in the morning for me.
Yeah.
That is a nice feature, very nice. I like that one a lot.
Right. Yep. So that's it from me for now. If you guys want to switch to another option, and I'll be happy to get back with some bodies.
Alex, you want to jump into another tip?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so another bulk action, and I love this word, bulk. You know, doing things massively in such a short time. So here I am in the Business Hub, and we know you guys are shipping orders after orders after orders, and you're going to want to be printing out those packing slips and the shipping labels. But of course, you don't want to go into each one, open it up, and generate and print it out. As good as that is, but in true Deco Network fashion, we're making it better and better. So in your Business Hub now, when you come over to your Shipping tab, you can select the Shipped tab. And here I have a few orders that I want to print out all my shipping labels and all my packing slips. I have also this little silver icon up here, which some people may actually miss. If I click this, it actually allows me to select all the line items on this page. So I can just click Select All, and you can see that they've all been ticked. And if you look over to the right-hand side of my screen, I now have two new links where I can download the selected packing slips and also download the selected shipping labels. And if I just click one of the links for the shipping labels, I have an option to download as individual files or download as one whole PDF. So if I just take that option there and click OK, it's going to generate all the shipping labels for these orders, and it's going to throw them into one PDF document. Now, I just want to appreciate here what's happening. It sounds so simple, but I know the guys in the dev team, and I know that it would have been Michael working on this one, and that guy is just a genius when it comes to this kind of thing here. And if I just download this now and open this up, again, this is a test site like what MeTech has, so please forgive me for all the random artwork that you're going to see and test information here. But you can see it's just one PDF for each order, and it's slowly loading there. God forgive my computer, but you can see what's all coming through in one PDF, and I think that's just amazing. And what would have took me 4 or 5 minutes took me 30 seconds, and you're going to have so many more orders, and it's going to save you so much time. So yeah, another fantastic bulk feature there, which is pretty cool. I know a lot of people are going to make a lot of use of that. Another feature as well, for those of our clients who are working actually sat side by side with their customers, when you create an order, we added a feature in 7.1.01, I think it was, where when you are adding an order into the system and you're adding products in, a pretty sweet feature where you can see your markup and how much profit you're making. So if I just show you here, we have the supply cost, the markup, and the profit. Amazing feature, people love it, but there's some of you guys who want to not show the information because we know that some of you are actually sat in the same room as your customer. So we've brought in a feature now where you can turn it off, and the reason that I'm showcasing this in the podcast is because quite a lot of our podcast listeners actually approach me asking about this, how they can turn this wonderful feature off. So just so you guys know, to turn it off, you come into your Manage Fulfillment, and you select Business Hub Order Display. No, you don't come in here. I think I've forgotten where I put it now. I think it's...
That's a good place to visit too.
Yeah.
For other reasons.
I've lost it now. God, forgive me. Quote order and invoice settings. Here we go, yes. Yeah. So quote order and invoice settings. So in here, we have the quote and order settings, and you can just simply now tick the box to hide the supply cost in the Business Hub and press save, and you'll be prompted to refresh your Business Hub, and now that little drop-down box will be gone. So you don't have to show all your figures and how much profit you're making whilst you're sat there with your customers. So yeah, just something to bear in mind for those that have asked me for that.
Yep. And I think that's a kind of a recurring theme with many of the stuff that we do is to give that level of control.
Yeah.
And, our complexity is the complexity of the industry, and everyone likes to do the business in their own little way. And our challenge is to take a platform designed for a very ungeneric industry and make it as usable for as many businesses as possible. So a lot of features, but that's a part of the game, I guess, and how we have to manage as a part of the development cycle.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. So, how about I throw it over to you, Brendan? What have you got in your magic hat today?
Sure, no problem at all. So you stole one of my features, but that's all right. I'll go grab another one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But you inspired me for another one because I noticed a little change you had on your website. So let's see, what was the first one I had on my list? So one of the big features that we've had requested for, and I know certainly one of my clients in Australia has been asking quite a lot for, is when you're building an affiliate store, you sometimes want to give them a special discount setting, or maybe you want to exclude your discounts from your affiliates because maybe you don't want to give an extra 20% discount on top of the fact that you're already giving 20% commission out as well. You want to be able to control what discounts are happening on a global level or on a store level. And that's, I guess, another kind of bulk feature, I guess you can really describe it as, which we've done in this version, which is now the ability to set up your availability rules for your volume discounts. So if you go through to settings and then browse down to volume discounts, and you've got your existing volume discounts here, and as you know, you can make as many of them as you want. But if I configure an existing discount, you see we have the availability tab. And just like with all the availability tabs, the same kind of rules apply, where you say that this will be available to all stores by default, which means every store will get access to this discount structure. But maybe there's one particular store that I don't want to give that discount to, so I can go in and say, don't give this discount to this particular store here. And then every store will be able to use that discount table except for this particular store here. But more likely, you probably want to set one up that is a particular discount for a particular store. So maybe they're doing a special event and you've negotiated some kind of a special rate for them because they're a charity or they're a special organization and you really want to help them out. You can then go down to the steps of actually creating a discount table. This time say that it is not available by default in every store, except I want to make it available in this particular store here. And then you tick the exact store or stores that you want to make it available with. You can do more than one. And then when you apply that, that volume discount table will only be available to that particular store. And that really gives you, I guess, the flexibility to price the products how you want, set up your discount rules as you want. It also helps control your eating into your margin in terms of paying the commission and then paying discounts on top of that for your affiliate stores. So I know Marino down in Australia will be very, very happy for that feature, and I'm sure a lot of other customers out there will be pretty excited by that one as well. So, my first top pick. My second pick, which was going to be the what was the one you did, Alex? I got off my list now. The bulk discount, sorry, the minimum quantity for print methods. But just to touch briefly on that, you did mention it's available for printing and other decoration processes, and certainly for embroidery, I think. My screen's gone frozen for some second. You guys see my screen okay?
I can see you.
Oh, I was showing the wrong screen. Sorry about that. I was showing Alex's screen. I wondering why my screen wasn't moving. For me, this is a huge feature. Again, depending on what sort of decoration process you're doing, and again, how your business is structured, you're always forced to, offer quantity one. And we had the minimum quantities for some processes like screen printing, but now to be able to have that for embroidery and DTG really, again, changes the way you can do business. And again, one of those features that we have to add a little bit of complexity to the system, but does give you the ability to go in and control it at a level that you want to do. So to me, that's definitely one of my top picks, and I agree with Alex on that one. But the next one I'll switch over to, which was inspired by Alex when I saw his store, and another feature that our customers do ask and request a lot about, is the ability to white label your affiliate stores. So if I open up an affiliate store at the moment, and I'll just manage that store, and we look down the bottom, we've got in here the Deco Network branding. So it's got Deco Network logo, a little tagline, and it's branded as Deco Network. And of course, you can upload your special fulfillment center logo, which if you look at Alex's screen quickly, he's got the Deco Network logo in the top of his bar, and if he scrolls down the bottom, he's got the little Deco Network logo there because he's uploaded a fulfillment center logo to say that this is my business. And that could be anything. That could be Alex's Tees, not Deco Network as what he's done there. But with the with this new feature, you can hide all the Deco Network branding we have on the back end because there are some people that want to build a business model around Deco Network, and that business model is the fulfillment network that they've set up, their pricing they've set up, their products they've set up. And it is a bit of a compliment when they say we don't want people to know that we use Deco Network. They're saying that because they think it's a huge advantage, and they don't want their competitors to know that they're using Deco Network. So it's kind of like a compliment and a bit of a at the same time. But we're happy to kind of facilitate that and make that available for clients. And that's now possible in this release, where if you flip through to your apps, back on your fulfillment center, click on the add-on link at the top, Then from category, select affiliate store management, and you'll see there's a new option here. It's a cost option for per month, and just simply add on to that, and that will add that to your monthly subscription and agree to the adding to that. And once you've done that, and we come back to our affiliate store and we refresh that, you can now see that that Deco Network branding is gone. So you can keep your tool and your technology as a bit of a secret to your affiliates and your competitors if they're sussing you out on the back end. But again, another way that you can build a business model around Deco Network, and another feature to facilitate that one. So they're definitely my two top picks for this. Well, three top picks now. Alex got my other one for this phase.
And just to clarify on this one, Brendan, this is in addition to that you can also white label your look of the front end. We for some time now we always assist anyone who is asking for it to, if you have access to the HTML and CSS in Deco Network, to just remove that logo from the front end. We actually don't charge for it, and so it's entirely free. It just requires a very simple line of code where you can remove this logo from the front end. Which is I think it's a gesture. We just appreciate you as our clients, and we want to work with you to the best what suits you and your customers ultimately. We want you to look professional.
Absolutely. So, Mitek, do you have any more on your list that you want to go through before we pass over to Alex to give us a full overview?
Yes, I left the best for last.
Best for last.
I know what's coming. I know what's coming.
All right, we'll let you set up your screen and give us a shout when you're good to go.
And if you don't mind, I would actually appreciate your assistance with this one, because I think it requires a little bit of discussion as well, and a little bit of the background why we're doing this way. In Manage Fulfillment, under the Settings page, as you guys know already, you can create the price tables for each one of your decoration processes. So in this case, I will actually choose printing. And when I go to the printing, I can click on price tables, and yes, I can edit one of my existing price tables, but for now I would just click on add price table, and I want to create a new price table. So traditionally, when you are creating the price tables for DTG, for example, you could charge for the entire design areas. For example, the front view, which is 16 inches by 12 inches, the back view, etc. And the price table allowed you to set the price. Like if you just print on the front, you charge, let's say, $10. If you just print on the back, you charge $10. But if you print on the front and the back, with the price table, you can charge your customers $15 instead of $20. So in a sense, you can just give them a discount if they choose more than one design area. Then, not that long ago, sometime last year, we've added additional option where you can set your area pricing with the square inches. So it can charge per square inch. Depends what the size of the artwork is. But recently what we've did, actually in this release, we've added a new option, which is using area pricing with flat prices based on size breakdowns. So let me show you how it works. When you open this, by default, you will actually see a very complex price table in here. Please don't get discouraged by this. You can make a very simple trick in here just by reducing the number of columns to 5. I will actually do 3. I want to keep it simple. And number of rows, 3 is good. The way how it works is you can decide how much you're going to charge based on the brackets for this per square inch. So if the artwork is less than 20 square inches, you charge $5.50 for quantity 1 to 4, and then you can give a discount for higher quantities. If the artwork is bigger than 20 inches but less than 65 inches, then you charge that much. So traditionally in the past, it was resolved by design area. So if you put something to the body, you can charge that much, left chest that much. Now it is resolved against the artwork by itself. So it's not too complex. It's not overly complicated where you actually charge per square inch, because it can get complex. But it's complex enough to set your prices in an exact way as you want. And this is auditable.
I think too, in the past as well, when you wanted to, I mean, the classic example was you do DTG, and you might have a printer which will allow a 15-inch by 12-inch, I spoke in inches, are you impressed, size kind of design area, and your pricing and your cost, particularly, of doing a full 16 by 15 by 12-inch, whatever it is, design compared to doing a half print is quite a lot. time and ink cost, particularly on dark garment. And in the past, you had to configure a full body area, and then you had to configure a half body area. Is it a top half body area? Is it a bottom half area? And you had to manage multiple decoration areas. The penalty on that is you're managing multiple decoration areas. The second penalty is your customer has to deliberately choose the multi-area. And then you've got a garment that's got these different areas stacked on top of each other just to handle the ability of charging based on the size that people decorate. And this is completely now gone. If they upload a full letter size design and fill up the whole space, it's going to charge based on the inches bracket. If they upload a small half letter page, then it's only going to be a half cost. So huge advantage.
So now the only purpose for having different design areas is that you want to separate maybe embroidery from DTG, because embroidery is supposed to be smaller one. And what you said it's so true. I actually have seen the examples when the front end of the product had virtually like 10 or 15 different design areas, like one on top of each other. So that's gone. You guys don't have to do it anymore. I'm sorry that you did. But
and the negative on that from a client's perspective, and I've seen it before because it's not obvious all the time, that they upload a design because they've clicked on the full body view, so that's active. They've uploaded a design and they've shrunk it down to fit within the square size of the smaller area, but it's not really in the smaller area. It's just floating above that mask and it's charging for the full body space. So it achieved nothing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So again, 7.1.0.2. You guys, a lot of good stuff. It's really awesome. Yeah, 0.2. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's really good stuff.
It is.
Can I just show one more thing, Brendan, if we have time?
You can show 10 more. There's so much in this release.
Okay, because I think this one deserves more than just an honourable mention. This is, again, bulk. It's the bulk category assigning, and I hear this all the time. Yes. And this was like, Christmas Day for me. I logged on, I saw this, and I was like a 10-year-old boy opening up his first bike on Christmas Day. Absolutely amazing feature.
Yeah, so you're only 11 now, so that's
yeah.
A young face.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to answer a million questions in one just by showing what I'm going to show now. So the way this works is I'm going to add a category. And I'm going to call this Gildan. And you probably have an idea already of what I'm going to do. So people like to have on the front end of their store the option to filter by brand. So a good way of doing this, and this is also a great use of using the bulk category assign. Create a category for Gildan, and if I come to the advanced search, I have a brand filter here. So I'm just going to look for the Gildan brand. There we go. And apply that filter. So here we have all the Gildan products on my test store here. I'm going to tick this box, and then I'm going to select all 62 products that I have under Gildan so far. And under this beautiful bulk action drop-down box, we have modify categories. I'm going to select that and hit apply action. And that's going to load up all of those products, and here we have the option to add all these products to a category. So if I press this plus sign, I'm going to scroll all the way down, tick Gildan, press OK, and press save. And what that's going to do now is add 62 products into the Gildan category.
Now, before you did that, Alex, what would have been the average time to just do one product? Reassign a category for one single product.
Ooh, I'd say about 90 seconds, and that's for someone who knows where they're looking. A first-time user could take a few minutes.
Yep. So you've just taken something that was 90 seconds down into literally a minute, or less than a minute you've gone through. Or, okay, we'll be generous. You've 90 seconds or 2 minutes. Either way, you cut out an hour's job. You had over 62 products there that you're flipping through and adjusting. So
yeah, and now that category is going to appear on my front-end store. So one-click Gildan, and we're good to go. So you can, and again in this advanced search, if not many people know this advanced search is here, you can actually filter by brand, filter by supplier, all kinds of weird and wonderful things that you can create, and then just bulk assign them to the categories that you want. And I think that's just amazing. Something so small it just packs a massive punch. Again, all credit to the development team now. I don't know who made that feature, but God, I love them.
Yep. And on top of that,
be careful using.
Sorry, Mitek.
No, I would just be careful to say small feature.
Yeah. Oh, of course, yeah.
Those things are not small.
My mistake.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I guess it kind of flips around the phrase. It's the small things that count, and these are little things in our business that, as operators of Deco Network, that cost us time and money. The little things we do every single day, but the development behind them is massive. The technology behind it to make it happen is massive. And we know massively that massive. Alex loves the word massive, so it's all massive. But on top of that, Alex, if you can just go back to your screen, and if you click on a category and click on the edit button, you can then go through and brand up that category with the Gildan logo and change the page title by editing that category. So when people browse to your website, it's actually got the Gildan logo, and you can start doing some branding and actually have a searchable icon brand category filter on your site.
Certainly, yeah, and what a massive impact that will give your site.
Yep. Awesome. Massive impact. All right. In case no one knows about this, Alex was at printwear promotion video.
Yep.
And I think probably counted more than 10 massives per 30-second video. So it was a little joke Mitek threw into a podcast previously. And unfortunately not. I picked up on it.
Okay.
Mitek's actually frozen right now too.
It sounds like a good movie title. Massive Impact.
It does, yeah.
7.
7.1.02.
Yeah. All right, Alex, if you don't mind, we might get you to finish up and give us a wrap down from the top of the release notes, and I'll bring them up on screen and give us a quick 10-second run view each of the features and run down, and obviously skip the ones we've gone through, but just show the full massive impact of this release.
10 seconds, is that enough time?
Per feature.
Okay. So per feature, right? Okay. So I'll go through them all. So we have the improve the blank product sorting. So Mitek gave us that one. That was a lovely little feature. We add the ranges to area-based pricing again from Mitek. Amazing. The bulk action for assigning categories of blank products. Another fantastic feature. I'm trying to think of different words if I can use rather than massive.
Stunning feature.
Stunning, yes. We have the stunning bulk action for assigning availability to blank products. The white label affiliate stores, a beautiful feature that is. We also have the download invoices in batch. So similar to the shipping labels and packing slips, it's also the same now for invoices. We also now record all the emails sent to the business hub from the customer to your customer. All processes now support a minimum quantity. We added the ability to disable bulk discounts for particular affiliate stores and for selected decorate products. We allowed a business hub to load with a default store now, so that's a pretty cool setting. I like that one a lot. We've also added the CC and blind CC to email pop-ups that are generated in the business hub, and a few enhancements. So we've enhanced the ability to edit dispatch use details. Option to hide the supply cost, so that's one I showcased earlier. We've added some more liquid variable codes for those who are into editing their PDF templates, and we've added columns to the customer CSV import, which is a feature that not many people know about, but we will discuss that another time.
Yeah, we absolutely should. So Mitek's here in audio spirit, but he's not here in vision. He's gone a little black right now, so fortunately, Mitek, we can't see you, but we can hear you. But
I can see myself.
You can see yourself. That's all that counts.
Yeah.
Now, of course, to get access to those release notes, head over to our support website, deconetwork.com. From there, you'll see down the bottom there'll be an icon which has update release notes, and there'll be the current ones we have here, the 7.1.02 release notes, and all the ones before and after that. So click in and jump on that. And of course, as always, we try to send out emails and notify you as a part of that as well. So huge release, a lot more to come through, and we're still getting great feedback on the podcast. I want to thank everyone for being a part of this. And if you do have any ideas or suggestions, then shoot us an email at DecoShow@deconetwork.com, or just post in a forum. In fact, we just started a brand new forum section for the Deco Show, and we'll post up this link in this video as well and allow you to comment. And we've now got Mitek back. Welcome back, sir.
I didn't do anything, so it's just
magic.
Yeah, that's my internet provider.
Massive improvement. Massive. All right. Anything more to finish up and add before we call this one a wrap?
I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
Yeah.
And I think we're good. The audio is breaking up as well as typical. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for your time.
It's a sign.
It is. It's a sign saying go get some more coffee at the time of the morning. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again and see you on the next episode.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye-bye.